Disclosure, this is a vent video, and I'm allowed to get angry if I feel angry. It's okay to release my anger in a way that isn't hurtful or harmful to someone else. Since I walk this world alone, I don't have that best friend I can call to come over. My family's all separated everywhere. So it's not like I can just go over to my sister's. I use my YouTube channel, which is a public platform where I can represent myself as long as I'm not spewing hatred and I'm not cyberbullying anyone. I'm allowed to release my negative emotions on my public platform, which is YouTube, my channel. Number 2, YouTube, I dare you to shadow ban my videos, to continue to shadow ban my videos, censor them, or give me the redonkulous failed to upload every time I want to speak some truth. You know, the one thing that seems to be lacking in this world anymore. The T word, truth. Don't do it. Don't do it, YouTube. I see so many videos. I don't watch them, but I see what's trending or what's popular. And if some of the idiotic stupidity of pointless and mostly shameful videos are allowed to trend, then I'm allowed to speak my mind about things that are important to me on my YouTube channel. So let's see if this video uploads. You know, what was it? 2018, you stopped the live streaming capability unless someone has 1,000 subscribers. In over 2 years, I'm not even close still. I wonder why that is. I was laying here doing a meditation because my day has been a piece of crap. Calling all these places, Catholic Charities, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, the Department of Public Welfare, my health insurance. Went to a doctor's appointment this morning because the agency that's working with me requires, in order to receive their grant funding, that their recipients, which would be myself or clients, whatever you want to call us, we homeless po folk in the world, in order to be helped, we have to participate in mental health and drug and alcohol outpatient therapies. That's fine. I don't care. I could use it. I really could, because a day like today really had me considering going back to some of my old ways. You know, drug use. Ooh. No, I don't condone using hard drugs. But what is a hard drug anymore? One that's written on a pad and prescribed by an MD or a DO or a PA, or one you buy on the street from a street pharmacist? Which one's legal? Which one's illegal? Who's to blame? How did the drug originally get there in the first place? In the pharmacy or into the street? These are things I wonder about. So I'm laying here trying to do a meditation to clear my mind. I spent a couple hours in tears. And then, thank goodness for Slipknot and KoRn, I put some music on. Helps me release my anger and aggression and frustration of all this overwhelming nonsense of bullshit hoops I have to jump through just to get my basic needs met. Food, shelter, clothing, water, and maybe some legal help in helping me enact this whole court order of rights to my kids who I'm separated from. So mix that everyday sadness and sorrow in of being separated from my kids, my family, my granddaughter in Illinois who's 3 months old. I haven't even beheld in my arms. Can't travel anywhere because I don't have a valid ID. And in order to get a valid ID to ride on a plane, a train, or a bus, I have to provide two forms of residential proof of address. Well, when you're homeless, you don't really have that, nor do I have the $35 to do so. So ridiculous. And I'm telling you right now, anybody out there, I don't care who you are, what you believe, what your practices are, your race, your creed, your religion, your political preference. Don't care, because it doesn't matter to me. Never has, never will. I'm not a judgmental person, and I'm a label hater. So, you want to call yourself red or blue, call yourself red or blue. If anyone votes red or blue in this year's presidential election next month, you're digging your own grave. Why would you vote the lesser of two evils? Why? Now, argue all you want. I don't do arguing, bashing, bullying, any of that. Friendly debate, I'll take that any day. I did something a little crazy last year, May of 2019, to test a theory. Yeah, I've been called a conspiracy theorist for a long time. That's just one of the parts of what a theoretical physicist is, which is one thing I do: explore theories. Simple, 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 plain fact. How can anyone ever find a solution if you don't first explore theories, possibilities? So, if that's the case, why all the censorship of truth on the internet? Why all the shadow banning? Why the gang stalking? Why am I such a targeted individual? That's a TI for anyone that doesn't know. I'm all about truth, and I'm all about justice, and I'm all about peace. And I prefer love rather than hate. Definitely not a bully. I'm not cruel. I'm not heartless. I'm not mean. But do I attract that like moths to a flame. All my life. It's a miracle I'm still even alive. So the crazy thing I did last year in May to test the theory, I put a bid in for this year's 2020 presidential election. I sure did. Just to see if it would even get noticed. I can't even stomach it anymore with these debates and all this fighting online and back and forth and arguing and the looks and the behaviors and the body language and the nervous sweating and eyes darting around everywhere. Give me a break. Enough is enough. If anybody wants to continue in life the way we have been, I mean, it is 2020. The last I looked, we're here in 2020. And you're telling me that in the United States of America in 2020 there is even one homeless person? Or that another baby is being put to death legally at full term? Disgusts me. And then I got to thinking, as tears welled up in my eyes, all of the 1900s, the Industrial Revolution, industry, money, the pharmaceutical industry, technology industry. And it made me so sad to think of people like my Nana, who left Nazi Germany back in the day. Not even 20 years old. And everyone who lived during the Depression and wars. My father, who was sent to Vietnam as a young man. And all these people punching clocks, wearing uniforms, bowing down to a flag, spending their whole lives working in factories, dying of cancer, watching my mother die of cancer, grasping for an oxygen mask in the hospital. And I'm screaming for the nurse, and she's too busy out there on her cell phone. I'm so sick of it. And then I think of this planet, this beautiful planet. All the destruction, the filth, the pollution, the blood that's been spilled. For what? Empires and owning land and take, consume, pollute, destroy, decimate, desecrate. Filth. I liken myself anymore these days to a piece of feces. You know, you got the toilet, the throne, and as it's proverbially being flushed, and I'm one of the pieces of feces floating amongst the other feces in the cesspool of filth of this world as we're steadily going, yep, right down the toilet. No one truly knows what's going on in the cosmos. some of us have a pretty good idea, those of us who study astronomy and astrology and astrophysics and things like that. But who listens to us when we start to talk about black holes and things like that? Fear porn, you're fear mongering. I don't care anymore. I don't care what labels people want. Add it to my monstrous pile of labels that I have attained in this lifetime. Ugh. Anymore. Just my bald gets me enough disdain, those looks of, or, oh, she saw me looking. Oh, quick, I better turn my head. Nobody can come up and, why'd you lose your hair? Just ask me, They all think I either did it because I want to look cool or coach my son into making comments, or my youngest sister thinking I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No, I got sick. And everyone's first, oh, cancer? I don't know. After 5 doctors and a year's worth of suffering, I don't have an answer. All I know is that I felt stupid with clumps of my hair missing, so I shaved it so I could just have a uniform look. Do I want to be bald at 43? No, I don't. All right? So, words hurt. Whoever said, sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me, is a liar. Bullying and name calling are just the judgment. Words don't even need to be said. I can sense somebody's intent a mile away, or the truth behind their lying words, in their lying eyes or their lying actions. And I'm sick of suffering. I'm sick of the thought of how my family, whoever's left anyways, has suffered and still does. Why does my father, an honorable naval Vietnam veteran, have to walk around with a colostomy bag and a glass eye? If the VA takes such good care of their veterans, why? Why has the Social Security Administration denied me income for 3 years, over 3 years? Why has the United States government failed my family for generations, when all my family ever did was serve this pathetic place? You'll see my dad today, 73, still wearing a t-shirt with a flag and his Vietnam ball cap. Or my Nana speaking German and having to come here and learn English. But yet both of my grandmothers were so super smart, they were able to skip grades when they were in school. As was I. Yep, my child genius, as the psychotherapist called me. But then you spend your whole life with everyone expecting you to be Einstein or Tesla. Well, guess what? Then I spent the rest of my life feeling like a failure because I wasn't. there isn't one specific thing that I want to do. I love to do many things. I love mostly to learn. That's my favorite thing. And I got laughed at 12 years old. I got laughed at. The psychotherapist says, well, Mr. and Mrs. Osmolsky, your daughter's IQ is in the genius level, blah, 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 blah. And then he says to me, well, young lady, what would you like to do when you grow up? And I remember thinking, oh, do I have to just pick one thing? It better be good so mom and dad are proud of me. And I said to him, I just want to go to school forever. I used to dream about just traveling and going to different universities all over the world, and just whatever subjects I found interesting, I wanted to take those courses. I didn't want to have a specific career. I didn't care about making money or earning an income. I didn't care. I still don't. I have to fight every day just to find a way to survive. And all these agencies, 211, funded by the United Way, they're out of funding. Or so I've been told by them multiple times. Okay. Give me a break. It's such misappropriation and mismanagement of money. Well, when the economy collapses, which it is now, and will continue to do so, what's everyone going to do when they pop their ATM card in and expect to get out all their money and they have thousands of dollars and it says zero? Oops, I hope I didn't just make an Illuminati sign with my hands. I better be like Tom McDonald and make sure I don't do any signals with my hands. Zero. And then I think about, all these people who have children and they need to feed them. You better start growing your own food. Support local resources like farmers markets, local organic farms, things like that. Because these grocery stores and super centers and corporations, now they're going to charge an entry fee. You know what that entry fee is going to be? A microchip. Actually, it'll probably be a nanochip. Well, not going to be able, just like it says in the book of Revelation, you won't be able to buy or sell. That's right. That's coming. So get ready, because here it comes. This is a vent video, but I say we American patriots who believe in this country, not the government. Not that this country was founded on anything good. I mean, mass slaughtering of Native Americans in order to own all the land. And now Native American tribes are all smushed in like sardines onto little reservations. It's their land. Instead of make America great again. When was it great ever? It started off on slaughter. And then it continues to this day, slaughtering. But now it's not Native American tribes. It's innocent little babies. Bravo, Merca. So, whoever wants to vote in this year's election for red or blue, Crip or blood, do so at your own risk. I won't be participating in that nonsense. Nope, not until there's someone who chooses to stand not as a president, because that's what this country is turned into, a corporation. Corporations have presidents, CEOs, CFOs, COOs, vice presidents, secretaries of administration, and blah, 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 blah. Nah, we need a leader, an actual leader. You know, commander in chief. Although I much prefer high counselor or high chancellor or something like that, rather to commander. It sounds like a ruler. Too many of those. Too many rulers have been in this world fucking it up for the rest of us. So while all those aristocrats and so-called elites and royals and technocrats and governments and all forms of authority sit up in their high places on their thrones, drinking out of their chalices, eating beluga caviar, while the rest of us suffer figuring out how we're going to budget our $200 a month in food stamps and not have to eat out of plastic or aluminum, which is going to further pollute and damage the earth. And we're not allowed to plant any fruits or vegetables or potatoes or anything like that, because everywhere you go, people have massive amounts of land owned. Private property, do not trespass, smile, you're on camera. That's what I do. The planes go by, the helicopters go by. Yeah, try being a TI. Fun times. I flick them off. I look up at the sky and I shoot them the bird. And I'm allowed to do that. See, this isn't a bad thing because I'm a Capricorn and the middle finger represents the planet Saturn. And Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. So there's my vent. The agency that's helping me got me a roll of quarters so I could do laundry and wash the 3 outfits that I have to my name. So, yay! I gotta go switch my laundry now. And then I'm gonna go back to my meditation. And I'm gonna see if this video uploads. And if it doesn't, me and BoobTube are gonna have a problem.